Imagine discovering a simple penny in your loose change, and realizing it's worth up to $3 million. Sounds like a dream, right? But for a lucky few, that dream became a reality with the 1969 D. Lincoln penny. Today, you might be holding a fortune without even realizing it, and here's the kicker: most people throw these valuable pennies away without a second thought. What if you're doing the same thing? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify this rare penny, what makes it so valuable, and most importantly, how you can cash in big. Because trust me, once you know what to look for, every penny you find will feel like a potential jackpot. Let's dive into the fascinating story behind the 1969 D. Lincoln penny, and why it's sending shockwaves through the coin-collecting world. Back in 1969, the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies in Denver, marked with the tiny D below the year. Most of these coins were ordinary, just another penny in circulation. But a small batch? Well, that's where the magic happened. A rare minting error turned an everyday coin into one of the most sought-after treasures in numismatic history. So, what makes this penny so special? It all comes down to a rare doubling effect called double die obverse. Sounds technical, right? Here's the simple version. The design on the front of the coin was accidentally stamped twice, creating a noticeable, almost ghostly shadow effect. Picture this: you find a penny, and Lincoln's face, the word liberty, and the year 1969 all appear slightly duplicated. If you spot that doubling, you could be looking at a life-changing payday, and don't worry, you don't need to be a coin expert to spot it. With a sharp eye and a little patience, anyone can do it. In fact, some of the most valuable 1969 D pennies were found by ordinary people who simply paid attention to their spare change. Now, here's where things get serious. Only a handful of these error pennies exist. The rarity alone drives their value through the roof. One verified specimen sold for over $3 million at auction. Think about that for a second. One penny, $3 million. It's no wonder collectors are hunting for these coins like treasure. But here's the catch. Not every 1969 D penny with a doubling is worth millions. There are counterfeits and less valuable variations out there. So how do you know if you've struck gold or just found an interesting curiosity? The key is authenticity. Legitimate 1969 D double die pennies have distinct features. Look closely at the word liberty and the date. The doubling should be crisp and clear, not fuzzy or smeared. If you think you have a winner, professional authentication is your best bet. And trust me, if you're sitting on a coin worth millions, you'll want the experts to confirm it. Here's a question for you: when was the last time you actually examined your loose change? Because right now, there could be a $3 million penny hiding in plain sight. Imagine missing out on life-changing money because you didn't check, and the opportunity doesn't end there. Rare coins like the 1969 D penny are just the beginning. There are dozens of other coins floating through circulation that could be worth a small fortune. This means every time you get change from a store or check the coins in your couch cushions, you're sitting on a potential goldmine. So, what should you do next? First, start inspecting every penny you come across. Pay special attention to those 1969 D coins. Second, educate yourself on other valuable error coins, because where there's one, there are more. Finally, if you find something unusual, get it authenticated immediately. Here's the bottom line: life-changing money could be right under your nose. But only if you're paying attention. Don't let someone else cash in on what could be your fortune. Check your change, do your research, and who knows? The next 1969 D penny you find might just make you a millionaire. And if you want to stay ahead of the game and uncover more hidden treasures in your spare change, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because the world of rare coins is full of surprises, and your next big discovery could be closer than you think. What if a single penny sitting in your pocket right now could be worth a life-changing $2.8 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But the truth is, one rare 1970 Lincoln penny could do exactly that, and someone just like you could be holding it without even realizing. Imagine discovering a coin so valuable, it could wipe out your debts, buy your dream home, or even fund your early retirement. But here's the catch: most people toss these pennies aside, never knowing their hidden worth. And by the time they find out, it could be too late. The 1970 Lincoln penny is no ordinary coin. Minted in Denver, this unassuming copper piece has become one of the most sought-after treasures in the world of rare coins. Collectors are in a fierce race to find these rare gems, and the demand is only increasing. Why? Because a specific minting error on this coin has made it an ultra-rare prize. And when collectors fight over something rare, the prices skyrocket. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this penny so special? And how on earth can a simple copper coin be worth $2.8 million? Here's where things get exciting. It all boils down to a rare double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice by the minting press, causing the designs to overlap. On the 1970 penny, this error is most visible on the words "Liberty" and the date 1970. If you spot a penny with this clear doubling effect, you could be holding a fortune in your hands. And the best part? These valuable pennies are still circulating today. You might find one buried in your change jar, hiding in your glove compartment, or even tucked away in an old coin collection you inherited. But if you don't know what to look for, you could be letting life-changing money slip through your fingers. Now, here's where it gets even more urgent. With more people learning about the value of rare pennies, competition is heating up. Coin collectors and dealers are scouring every possible place to find these hidden treasures. And when demand surges, the window of opportunity shrinks fast. Will you be the one cashing in, or will you be the one regretting what you missed? Picture this: an unsuspecting man from Colorado found a 1970 penny while cleaning out his garage. At first, he thought it was just an ordinary coin. But after a quick inspection and a professional appraisal, he walked away with $2.8 million in his pocket. Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing the coin you overlooked for years could make you a millionaire overnight. You might be thinking, okay, this sounds amazing, but how can I check my pennies for this rare error? It's easier than you think. Grab a magnifying glass or even your smartphone camera. Carefully examine the year and the word "Liberty." If you notice a clear double image, you could be sitting on a goldmine. And don't stop there. The 1970 penny is just the tip of the iceberg. Other rare pennies, like the 1969 and 1955 double die, are also fetching massive sums at auctions. Miss one, and you could be leaving serious money on the table. So, here's the million-dollar question: are you going to check your change, or will you let these hidden fortunes slip away? Right now, there are collectors willing to pay top dollar for these rare coins. And every day you wait is a day closer to missing out on your chance to strike it rich. If you want to learn how to spot more rare coins worth millions and unlock the hidden value in your pocket, stay tuned. Because the next penny you find could change your life forever. But only if you know what to look for, and act fast before it's too late. Well, what if I told you there's a rare 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark that could be worth up to $2.5 million? Yes, a single penny, enough to change your entire life. Most people overlook pennies, tossing them aside like they're worthless. But that tiny copper coin could be your golden ticket. And if you think the odds are slim, think again. Rare pennies are hiding in plain sight, and the next one could be sitting in your coin jar right now. So, before you cash in your spare change, you'll want to hear this. Let's uncover the incredible story behind the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, why collectors are willing to pay a fortune, and how you can identify one of these life-changing coins. Because by the end of this video, you might just realize you've been sitting on a goldmine. The year was 1984. Ronald Reagan was president, the first Macintosh computer was released, and in the world of coin production, something unusual happened at the U.S. Mint. Among the billions of pennies struck that year, a small number emerged without the typical mint mark, a tiny detail with million-dollar consequences. Now, if you're wondering, why does a missing mint mark even matter? Here's the answer. Mint marks identify where a coin was produced: Denver, Philadelphia, or San Francisco. But when a penny is struck without one, it becomes an anomaly, a mistake that makes collectors go wild. And in the coin collecting world, mistakes can be worth a fortune. Here's where it gets interesting. Most 1984 pennies are only worth face value, 1 cent. But a rare few with no mint mark are so valuable that a single coin sold for over $2.5 million at auction. Imagine the look on that person's face when they realized their humble penny was worth more than a luxury mansion. But what makes this particular penny so rare and desirable? It's all about scarcity and demand. Only a handful of these rare pennies are known to exist, and collectors are constantly searching for them. The fewer there are, the more valuable they become. And as the years pass, their worth only skyrockets. Think of it like hidden treasure, except the treasure might be right under your nose. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare 1984 no-mint mark pennies? Let's break it down. First, grab your spare change and look closely at any 1984 Lincoln pennies. Normally, you'd see a small letter under the date, a D for Denver or S for San Francisco. If your penny has no letter at all, you might be holding a fortune. Now, don't get too excited just yet. There are other things to check. Condition matters. The better shape your coin is in, the higher the value. Coins that are bright, shiny, and uncirculated fetch the biggest bucks. So, if your penny looks like it just left the mint, you could be in luck. Here's a question. What would you do with $2.5 million? Pay off your mortgage? Travel the world? Maybe you'd finally tell your boss, "I quit." Well, with a penny like this, those dreams could become your reality. And the best part? These valuable coins are still out there, waiting to be found. But here's the catch. Time is running out. As more collectors snatch up these rare coins, fewer remain in circulation. Every day you wait, the odds of finding one grow slimmer. That's why you need to check your pennies, and do it now. And before you think, "This sounds too good to be true," consider this: ordinary people are finding extraordinary coins all the time. Just last year, someone discovered a rare penny in their grandfather's old collection and walked away with over $1 million. That could be you. But only if you take action. Now, you might be wondering, what if I find one? First, don't spend it. Handle it carefully and get it professionally appraised. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can verify its authenticity and help you unlock its true value. And if your penny is the real deal, you could be in for the payday of a lifetime. So, here's your challenge: go check your coins today. That old jar of pennies collecting dust? It might be hiding a life-changing treasure. And remember, the most valuable discoveries are often hiding in plain sight. Will you be the next person to strike it rich? If you found this information valuable, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more coin hunting secrets. Because who knows? The next rare penny we reveal could be the key to your fortune. Don't miss out, your future could be one penny away. Single penny in your loose change, a coin so rare, so valuable, it could transform your life forever. What if I told you that an ordinary-looking 2013 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could be worth up to $2 million? Yes, you heard that right. A penny that's been hiding in plain sight could make you a millionaire overnight. But here's the catch: most people never realize they've struck gold until it's too late. Think about this for a moment. When was the last time you checked your pocket change? Probably not recently, right? But what if skipping that tiny inspection was costing you a fortune? You see, in 2013, a rare minting error occurred. A batch of Lincoln pennies was struck without the usual D or P mint mark, making them incredibly scarce. Collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for these hidden treasures. And the best part? You might have one sitting in your possession right now without even knowing it. Now, let's dive into why this coin is worth so much. The value of any rare coin boils down to three things: rarity, demand, and condition. The 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny checks all three boxes. With so few of these coins ever discovered, collectors are in a heated race to secure one for their collections. The most pristine examples, graded as MS or mint state, are fetching jaw-dropping figures at auction. And as the years pass, the value only climbs higher. Picture this: you find a 2013 penny with no mint mark, and it looks almost flawless. In a recent auction, a similar penny sold for nearly $2 million. That kind of money could wipe out debt, buy your dream home, or even set you up for life. But here's the twist: not every 2013 penny is valuable. If you want to cash in, you need to know exactly what to look for. Miss this next part, and you could unknowingly toss away a fortune. So, how can you tell if your 2013 penny is the jackpot? First, check the area just below the date. A genuine no-mint mark penny will have a clean surface with no small d or p letter. Next, examine the coin's condition under bright light. Flawless surfaces with sharp, clear details are what serious collectors crave. And finally, consider professional grading. Coins certified by reputable organizations like PCGS or NGC hold the most value and sell for the highest prices. And here's a little insider tip: some of the most valuable 2013 pennies have tiny imperfections from the minting process, known as die errors. These errors can boost the value by thousands, if not millions. If you spot any unusual marks or doubling on the coin's lettering, you might be holding a hidden gem. Now, you might be wondering, what happens if I find one? The first step is not to clean the coin, ever. Cleaning can damage the surface and destroy its value. Instead, store it safely in a coin holder and reach out to a professional appraiser. The right expert can guide you through the selling process and connect you with eager buyers who are willing to pay top dollar. Imagine the moment you realize a simple penny could change your life. That tiny copper coin sitting unnoticed in your drawer could be the key to a financial windfall. But here's the thing: these coins are disappearing fast as collectors snap them up. Every day you wait is another chance lost. So, why not check your change today? After all, wouldn't you rather be the one cashing in instead of wondering what could have been? And if you think a penny is just a penny, think again. History has shown us time and time again that the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. Your fortune could be hiding in plain sight. Will you take the time to find it? Because one lucky penny might just be your ticket to millionaire status. 2018 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, and why collectors are willing to pay life-changing amounts for this small piece of copper. Now, before you brush this off as another internet rumor, listen carefully. This is real, and people just like you are cashing in on rare coins without even realizing it. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot these valuable pennies hiding in plain sight and how you could be sitting on a potential fortune without even knowing it. Let's start with a simple question. What makes the 2018 D. Lincoln penny so special? After all, millions of these pennies were minted. But here's the twist, it's not just about the year or the mint mark. It's about the errors. That's right, mistakes made during the minting process can skyrocket a penny's value. Some of these errors are so rare that collectors are offering thousands, even hundreds of thousands, to get their hands on one. And in a few extraordinary cases, the bidding has reached a mind-blowing $1 million. Picture this, you find a 2018 D penny, but something looks a little off. Maybe the lettering is doubled, or Lincoln's profile appears slightly distorted. These minor details might seem insignificant, but to a serious collector, they mean everything. And here's the kicker, the rarer the error, the higher the payout. So, the next time you come across a 2018 D penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. That tiny coin could be your ticket to financial freedom, but here's where it gets really interesting. Some of the most valuable 2018 D Lincoln pennies have a particular error called a double die. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once, causing the design to overlap. If you spot one, you could be sitting on a coin that changes your life forever. And believe it or not, these error coins are still out there, circulating quietly through everyday transactions. Could you imagine paying for your morning coffee with a penny worth $1 million? Talk about an expensive latte. Now, you might be wondering, how do I identify these valuable pennies? Great question. Here are 3 key things to look for. First, check for any doubling on the letters or numbers. It might be subtle, but with a magnifying glass, these errors become easier to spot. Second, inspect Lincoln's face. Any unusual distortion or misalignment could mean you've struck gold, well, copper in this case. And third, always examine the mint mark. If you notice anything unusual about that tiny D under the date, you might be holding a small fortune, and here's the best part, you don't need to be a coin expert to find these treasures. Regular people are discovering rare pennies in their pocket change every day. So why not you? Why shouldn't you be the next person to uncover $1 million penny? The opportunity is there, but only if you take action. Of course, you might be thinking, okay, but how do I sell a rare penny if I find one? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Once you identify a potentially valuable penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded. This involves sending your coin to a trusted grading service, where experts will authenticate and assign it a value. And here's a tip, the better the coin's condition, the higher the value. So, if you find one, handle it with care, no fingerprints, no scratches, and when it comes time to sell, there are specialized auction houses and online platforms where collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Some of the most valuable 2018 D Lincoln pennies have sold through major auction houses, fetching jaw-dropping prices that have left their original owners speechless. Imagine the feeling of watching the bids climb higher and higher, knowing that a tiny penny is transforming your entire financial future. But here's the catch, these opportunities won't last forever. As more people become aware of the value hidden in their loose change, the competition will only get fiercer. The time to act is now. Every day that passes is another chance for someone else to find that $1 million penny before you do. Do you really want to risk letting a life-changing opportunity slip through your fingers? So, the next time you hold a 2018 D Lincoln penny in your hand, ask yourself this, could this be the one? Could this small, unassuming coin be your key to a better future? The only way to know for sure is to start looking. Because the truth is, these pennies are out there, waiting to be found. And who knows? The next one could be yours. If you're ready to turn your pocket change into a fortune, start searching today. Your $1,000,000 penny could be closer than you think. And if you want to stay updated on the latest rare coin discoveries and expert tips to maximize your profits, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss what's coming next. The next rare penny is still out there. Will you be the one to find it?